Next up, this next gentleman lived in Florida for 3 years, where the average age is 27, if you don't count the Canadians. If you count the Canadians, it's 57. Please welcome Joe Thomas.
Hi everybody, how are you doing tonight? Great. Some of you may have noticed I'm brown. I tried being white for a while, but I was asked to leave the golf club when they noticed that I kept stealing the white shoe polish. But I live in the United States, and if you're brown in the United States, you get used to people yelling and throwing things at you as they drive by. Sometimes you feel sorry for them. Because back in the old days, it was easy to crank that window down very quickly and then yell, "Hey, brown guy, go back to Mexico!" But now with the little, motorized windows, they got to press that little button and wait till it comes down, and then try to get that voice over. "Hey, can you hear me?" So you feel sorry for the technology, the effect of technology on hate speech. But I'm reminded that I was in Colorado in 2002, warm summer night. I was walking home, and this guy goes past me and yells, "Fuck Saddam!" I didn't understand why he had to tell me that. Was he telling me that he was planning to have sex with Saddam? He was drunk, and I guess maybe having lots of beer has that effect on him. Maybe he wants to have sex with a hairy fat guy. Apparently that's a common complaint with men and women, some of them. Maybe the other thing was that he wanted me to have sex with Saddam, because Saddam Hussein was a little isolated with W not talking to him anymore. Or maybe he was basically he was wanting a threesome. Me, Saddam, and him. Let's do it. Which brought me to the next question. How? Because as far as having sex with Saddam was concerned, I was a virgin. I was planning on wearing white for this love fest. Saddam, being a military guy, I assume would wear his uniform covered with medals. You remember he used to give himself a medal for just about everything. He had a good shit. That was a medal. The day after he ate some bad meat, it was a public holiday, and he gave himself the biggest medal for gallantry and chivalry beyond the call of duty. So, and what did he wear under his medal? Was he under his uniform? Was he a Walmart kind of guy? Victoria's Secret? Was it boxers? Y-fronts? A thong? Would he be able to fit all his medals on a thong? So I wasn't quite sure about what it was, and was there foreplay involved? What was the foreplay? Would we have to reach into Saddam's sort of nether regions and tickle him a little? Dirty talk? Would we have to say something to Saddam? Saddam, feel my Minuteman missile. That's all I got. I mean, a minute, that's all I can last. That's a real Minuteman. And after it was over, would we just sort of leave, or would we have to cuddle with him? Would there have to be some spooning? Would there have to be a kind of a sandwich? Brown guy, the brown bread, white guy, white slice, Saddam, the meat in between. Pretty sure Saddam wouldn't like being treated like a piece of meat. No phone calls, no chocolates, no sexy lingerie after that. Pretty sure he'd be upset. So the thing is that when he shouted, I wasn't quite sure what he wanted me to do, right? He just shouted this at random. Did we have to have sex with Saddam? Was fuck Saddam what he wanted to do? Couldn't we just go and moon Saddam? I'm sure Saddam would be really upset if he saw a brown guy and a white guy both standing outside his palace showing him their hairy buttocks. It wasn't clear. So the next time that, I wanted to tell him, the next time you're going to yell out something at somebody, distribute a leaflet. Print a little booklet. If you have time, set up a screen and show some slides, because otherwise us brown guys have no idea why you want us to go back to Mexico or have sex with Saddam. No idea. It's a mystery to us. I noticed that some of you are drinking, and I wanted to warn you before you head out into the evening. There's been a lot of news about dangers of drinking and driving, and I wanted to warn you about the dangers of texting while peeing. There was this guy standing next to me in the men's room, and using a phone with one hand, he pissed on me inside my shoe. I walked around for half a day with a wet shoe filled with some guy's piss. People walking behind me saw one dry footprint and one wet footprint. A dog came up and smelled me, and then he pissed on that leg with the wet shoe. And he wouldn't hump it. He humped the other leg. You know how rejected you feel when a dog is going to piss on your leg but won't hump it? So what I'm saying is, don't text and pee. Innocent people, innocent bystanders could get hurt. Right? Focus on what you're doing. That's my time. Thank you very much. Enjoy the